morning. I'd sing it, but I can't sing. We know how that goes.
It was probably on multiple stuff.
Yeah.
Well, no, the way it's I'm still not gonna sing it. I feel like I'm gonna.
I won't get what you're saying until you sing it, Faye. Okay.
Yep. Saturday morning, ABC.
Is it the same link that? I think I had to create a new stream. I'm not sure.
For where do you see it, or where do you have it at?
Like on YouTube.
Yeah, it's a new link.
Dang it.
Go to that one now.
Yeah.
Come on, YouTube.
Okay, I'll pull that one up. I'll post that.
I think.
Let me see. Might not be. I only see one live link on your page, Sergi.
Okay.
But it's
two of them came. They do have different. They had different links.
I blame YouTube.
Oh man.
Me too.
Because now YouTube says I have two things streaming at the same time.
Can't have that garbage. Should I not post the new one?
No, just give it a sec.
What?
Let's see.
Oh yeah, it does.
Delete.
Okay.
YouTube needs to calm down.
Well, here I am on YouTube.
All right. I see the new link now. I think it's the new one.
Okay, does the new link show us on the screen now?
No, it shows the slate right now. Well, should I wait?
Slate? Yeah. It says the welcome Sergi.
Yeah,
games.
In TV talk. That's a slate.
Thanks. Oh, something's changing. There we go. Now I see us.
There we
That's
go.
good.
There we go. Okay. I'm going to get rid of the old link that I put in ODB.
Yes.
They don't call me a bunch of liars.
I changed them in here as well.
There we go. There we go.
I'll delete the oldie one. And hello to everybody. Again, maybe?
Wait.
Or first time.
Okay, so now the new one should be working.
Yeah. I see us. I think we're good.
Hey, Mike Brito's here.
Yay.
Okay. Yeah, we should be good now.
Woot woot.
This is what it's like every week whenever you guys don't see us right away.
Yeah, there's no little wink and getting started this time. I'll just you tell me when we'll roll.
Old school.
Okay.
All right.
Faye, get ready to start.
Yes. Oh, hey, we still did it. Good evening. This is HNN, the Hollow Table News Network, as you're not even remotely close to around the clock Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes news, reactions, reviews, theory crafting, and more source. I'm Faye34, your host, and today joined by my two distinguished co-hosts. Welcome back from across the pond, but still across the border, Felix.
Hi, I'm back. How are you guys?
We're
good.
How are you?
Oh, come on. I gave you the code word. Nobody reacts.
Wait, did you say it? I didn't hear you. We were talking over you. What was the code word?
Wasn't it fruit drinks?
Yeah. Wait. What did you say?
I don't remember
fruit
what
part.
it was.
I remember it.
Wasn't it fruit drinks?
Close.
I don't
fruit
think so.
Rings.
Fruit rings?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you said drinks.
All right. No, you still passed though.
Yeah,
they were a little. They were not good. They're like the little peach ones that are like half white, and they're little gummies. That anyway, kids had them. They were sitting out. That's why they were there. But you definitely passed, and you got in the Discord. You had that as well. So even when she's across, she's listening and doing a great job. What was the best part about Harry Potter Land?
Oh man. I don't know if I can pick a best part. I will tell you guys, I cried.
Excellent. That's the true heart. True heart.
I cried.
At what? At a specific part?
You're gonna laugh. We weren't even in like the tour yet. We were in the holding room where they go over all the rules.
Okay.
But
And
like,
you're just so excited, or the way they said something?
well,
Or
they have like this screen, and it's just like people, like fans, talking about why they love Harry Potter, and then the twins pop up, the Weasley twins, the actors that played them, James and Oliver, and they just go over the rules, and I just start crying.
excellent. I think that's why you're marvelous on the show here. Really dedicated.
Yeah.
The stories mean something to you.
Yeah. So
Perfect.
yeah, it's good. It was good. I'm glad to be home though.
Yeah, and the ever illustrious Sir Georges, welcome back. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I didn't say
Thank
it to
you.
Sarah because you have your own
She's Canadian.
some other time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
October or something like that.
Happy
Right?
We are.
Thanksgiving.
it's already. It's gone.
Yeah. So, but to most of you normal folk out there,
Aw.
now that we have, I appreciate everyone international. We have at least 10 to 20 international people from smaller countries around the world, and a nice little contingent from the UK and Australia as well. So I've had before. Welcome to all of you that listen. We appreciate that. That's way cooler than coming from Kansas. I'm not gonna lie. But as always, we'll start the show with your HNN headline news. I didn't change that. Unlike last week, where we were Sarah-less, we had to make up our own stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
They provided it this time. So let's start with what we do best. Number one, months and months. I mean, literally, it had been 9 to 10 months ago. I didn't want to look it up. But after it was hinted at, Malevolence has finally arrived in-game. So Sarah, fill us in on the new capital ship, which are always welcome.
I will. I have not read this yet. I know.
Yes, that's our favorite. Maybe you'll tear up about it.
Maybe I will. All right, Malevolence. So obviously, no surprise, it is Grievous's capital ship.
What?
I know. Sorry. What's really
Spoiler
surprising? Spoiler. It's also tagged as a droid ship. And separatist. But droids. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so basic ability, fire. Very descriptive. Deal physical damage to target enemy and stun them for 1 turn. All right. I guess that's I feel like that's a standard basic ability now.
Stun is great.
It's good,
I
yeah.
enjoy stun,
is
especially
great.
for ships. But yeah, that's
That's
a basic.
Yeah. Okay, so his first special, charging Malevolence. Cooldown of 3. Dispel all debuffs on target ally and grant them 1 stack of overcharge for 2 turns. Grant all allies 20% turn meter, then call target ally to assist. Overcharge is plus 20% offense and defense per stack, max 5 stacks, can't be copied. Cool.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, dispel and the overcharge, which adds up when you get to the other things.
it plays into the
20%
kit.
turn meter for the whole thing, and then calling someone to assist.
Yeah.
I think
And you
that's
only you get each stack for 2 turns. So stack 1
Mhm.
and then stack 2. I'm already confusing myself.
So far, there's
No,
only
that's
this
good.
initial stack. We don't know any.
Yeah, so far. Continue on.
Yeah. I'm only confused because it says max 5 stacks.
Yeah.
But how can there be more?
Exactly. Okay.
Read on, soldier.
Special 2, all cannons fire. Cooldown of 4. Deal physical damage to all enemies and inflict offense down for 2 turns. This attack deals 10% more damage for each ally with overcharge. Cool. Now, do you think that's per stack as well? Or would they say that?
I think it's not per
per
stack. Like, yeah, whoever has one or doesn't.
Sad. Okay. Fine. I'll take that. Okay. Third special. Okay. Cool. Is that normal? No.
Yeah, it's the ultimate.
But third special, like basic, 1, 2, like there's going to be 4 buttons.
Tarkin has at least.
No, you're right.
That's not normal. Right?
Tarkin's got a ton.
Yeah. No, they.
But I thought it was like usually only 3.
Good question.
No, I think
Trying to like think of it now.
Mm.
Yeah, no, because you just don't think about it until it lights up. Everyone else always has the other 2. Yeah, for sure. So Thrawn has like his basic, the charge people up, and the AoE, just like
Oh yeah, that's right.
Malevolence has.
And then the explodey fire.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Cooldown 5 for fire the ion cannon.
Explodey fire. I think that's the official name.
Yeah. this animation is pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, so stun the enemy capital ship for 1 turn. I know you guys like it when I read this for the first time.
Yeah,
dispel all buffs from all enemies and remove all protection and turn meter from them, including the capital ship. Affected enemies can't recover protection or gain bonus protection for the rest of the battle. These effects can't be dispelled, evaded, or resisted. This ability starts on cooldown. Holy, that sounds cool.
Yeah,
that's a big ultimate.
Cool. Yeah,
it's essentially a two turn stun on the enemy capital ship, because you lose all the turn meter, you get all the way back up, you're stunned, and then you got to go again. So
and then you got to go again. Yeah. So like if they were out, 90% turn meter, doesn't matter.
Correct. In fact, that's what you want them to be at if you're going to use it. So.
Damn.
And then with their animation, or I don't know, I saw a video or something, like the protection bar on the other ships is just gone. It's just like before Gear 8 existed, or 7 or whatever. It's been so long ago. 7, right? 7 is when protection came. Yeah.
Is it 7?
That's when you turned purple.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think you turn purple at 7. Is it 7 or 8? It's 7. I think it's 7.
Yeah, that used to be really important.
I don't know.
Right?
Cool. Okay, so I'm still curious about overcharge, though.
Yeah, you haven't heard that yet.
I'm gonna move on to
it is 7.
It is 7? All right. So he has 1 unique. I'm assuming this is where I'm going to learn about overcharge some more. Let them come. Separatist allies have plus 50% critical avoidance. Malevolence triples the effects of buzz droids on enemies. Interesting. Each time the Malevolence uses a special ability except call reinforcement, it summons a vulture droid if there is an available slot on the battlefield. The Malevolence gains 30% turn meter whenever an allied vulture droid is defeated. Whenever another separatist or droid ally uses a basic ability, they gain a stack of overcharge for 2 turns if an ally is already overcharged. Ooh.
There you go.
Reinforcement bonus. Reinforcements gain overcharge for 2 turns. Whoa. So you don't even have to target them. That's cool.
Nope. Yeah, they all get it. And then whenever they're doing basics, which they assist all the time with the vulture droids and buzz droids and being called in. Yeah, they're going to be doing lots of basics. So I think that overcharge is going to get out of control quickly sometimes.
Yeah. I'm stoked. This is a cool kit, cool ship. And did you look at all the pictures? I don't think the other ships have the capital ship doing stuff. Like the capital ship shoots bullets out at the enemy ship.
Yeah, it just kind of looks like they're coming from a random off-screen spot.
Right.
Yeah.
But this one, the ship does each attack.
It's cool.
It's really cool to look at.
I agree. I think this is the best designed one.
I like it.
Although I enjoyed the Chimera dragon thing underneath it. But this is the most visually interesting one, at least. Now, that being said, I don't know that That's the main thing that we're looking for in this game. But
Right.
it's still good when we have it. You'll just ignore it after like 4 battles. But right now, we can't play with it yet.
Yeah. Cool.
Looks good.
Hmm.
Sergi, some
Yes.
initial thoughts.
Initial thoughts. I like the overcharge, summon vulture droids with a special. So pretty much every time Malevolence takes a turn, he gets a new unit on the field. Whether you're going to use a
Right.
special or reinforcement, there's always going to be new units coming up. The crit avoidance in his unique is going to be super beneficial because if you, let's say you run 3 Geonosians, now they start off with plus 80% crit avoidance. So they can shut down rebel teams trying to get critical hits to land target lock. They'll survive a lot longer.
Sunfac in particular, because he
Yeah.
has all his defense when you add those when he taunts.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I like it a lot, especially the AoE offense down special. It
Mhm.
seems like they've designed this to really help Separatists stay alive and not die from the oppressive Rebel meta or the new high damage Galactic Republic meta.
Yep. For sure. Sarah, too powerful. You are building up your negotiator. Are you worried about 5-star Malevolence is wrecking your team?
I don't know yet. I don't think so.
Or
Okay,
are you
so
going
let's-
to...
let's-
Sorry, go ahead.
Let's build me a fake fleet because we know
Ooh,
I'm
excellent.
not going to use it probably because until my guild leader yells at me. So obviously you want droid and separatist ships. So you want your geos.
Yep, and that's your answer. There's only 6 of those in the game. So there you go.
Right,
I
so
mean,
that's the whole.
I saw someone make a comment, and it was a good one, that it's annoying that at the end of this whole Clone Wars focus, Malevolence won't have a full 7-ship lineup to run of ships that synergize.
I don't know that it matters with this ship though, because you can't ever fill that last spot because all the vulture droids are going to fill it up. Like you're never going to use your 3rd reinforcement. You know what I mean? Like they're going to be so full with vulture droids that it may not matter.
I wonder if that's why, right? Like if
But you're right.
They might be really fragile. They might die really easily.
That's true. But then you get more turn meter.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Away you go.
I like it. It seems very well thought out.
I enjoy it. I don't know how effective I think it's going to be yet.
I think it's going to be the best one.
You think it's going to be better than
Negotiator?
I do. Yep. By the time you add up those vulture droid and hyena bomber, all their uniques and synergy and stuff together, I think Negotiator's going to have a hard time. Maybe not on offense, but I think a 7-star Malevolence is going to be quite a bit better than a 7-star Negotiator. We'll see. That's but like when I compare Hyena Bomber and what it can do with Vulture Droid and compared to say like the BLT, I think Malevolence is gonna be pretty good. We'll find out. Sounds like you guys are in the seems to be I don't want it to be. I want Negotiator to be on its own against it because that's what I did first. But
I think that they're going to be on par with each other.
I'm hoping so.
I'm leaning towards Negotiator being better.
Yeah.
Because while this kit is great, the opening move from Negotiator, dazing all the enemy separatists that haven't taken a turn yet.
Yeah.
They can't get their assist going. They can't spread the overcharge. And let's see, what else? Oh, the crit avoidance. My Negotiator Galactic Republic team doesn't really rely on critical hits. That's a rebel thing. Like even without critical hits, Anakin can do 90k hits or something crazy like that once he's got offense up and the.
Yeah, Fives doesn't for sure too.
Yeah,
Ahsoka does, but yeah, they definitely have some offense on there. Except I hope it's balanced.
Yeah,
and works out nicely. So in like 6 months from now, when we have both of them to compare, then we'll time mark this episode, and the winner gets some strawberry water on which one is better. All right, yes, I got it right.
Good wager.
Another interesting thing that kind of factors into my decision. They said, I didn't read the dev insights for these kits yet, but they said, I saw that the Malevolence, they were planning on releasing first, but they didn't have other separatist ships released yet. So at that point, it would have only been the Geonosians and IG-2000. Not really enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which I get that as a reasoning.
So it makes
but then
wonder,
maybe that means that,
this was meant to destroy rebels. And the Negotiator was going to be the come out after.
Interesting, yeah.
And destroy
the
this.
Darth Revan to the maybe. That's I like it. So that makes me be like, oh, maybe that is the other way. But I'm going to stick with Malevolence being better.
Yeah.
Which, if you think about it, like way back when, Light Side Hoth territory battle launched first, and the special character was Light Side in there first. So why would you have Dark Side Geo territory battle with a Light Side special character?
Yep. I hear you, because they have stuck pretty well with what the other ones mean. Not exactly, but how they released it and stuff like that. Yeah. I did look at the develop insight quick here too. I kind of forgot that they existed with that. I'd say the main thing I noticed was like, they couldn't, like choosing Malevolence over another one of what Grievous has, and that this one had a little more on-screen time and actually showed it doing some good stuff in the Clone Wars. I haven't watched it now for like a year, but my impressions of the first couple episodes of Clone Wars was this did like two good things and then got totally destroyed, and Grievous just ran away like 6 episodes in a row. So that's where they got this from, apparently. But
what other capital ship would you have used?
No, I don't know. I was saying like they were like pointing that out as, this was a great. I was like, I feel like it got wrecked right away and it was in like 2 episodes, but okay.
It left an impression on me just because of how cool it looked in the show.
Got it. Yeah, I didn't remember it, but I enjoy how it looks. So, like I said, I think that's cool, and the removing protection and that type of stuff works with an ion cannon. And they suggest using overcharge first, which I agree with. Kind of like using Thrawn. Don't use his AoE first. Use the thing where he builds up your team, and then use that for the second one. So then you can have some overcharge for a bigger hit. And to actually answer your question from before, I do think the best team would likely be the one they have, which is surprising because it's normally not. But Hyena Bomber, Vulture Droid, Sunfax starting, and then Spy, Soldier, and IG-2000 off the bench. I could see 2000 being switched for maybe Vulture Droid or something there. But
yeah, we'll have to see. Because there's that healing on IG-2000.
Yep, I love his ship.
I like his ship. I have fun with it.
And healing up all those other guys the whole time. That would be good. All right. What's the farm plan for that, by the way, Sarah? Are you stopping Negotiator? Are you going to go Negotiator to like 6-star?
I have a Negotiator at 6-star. I think I'm just going to finish him.
Cool.
Because we're going to need him for Light Side.
Yep. I think that's what a lot of people are going to do.
Yeah. So,
Sir G?
My Negotiator, as of like 2 hours ago, is 7-star now.
Rock on.
Nice.
So now everything is going to go straight into Malevolence.
Same here. I think mine was like 4 hours ago, but I just logged in earlier today, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what one we kind of knew that it was for sure going to be needed for the light side territory battle, which was a given, basically, then I spent that last 100 and said, well, let's just do it.
I didn't think that they were going to do that. We can wait
Thought
till
that
we get
they
to
would
that
just
segment.
have the...
Yeah. I didn't think they were going to make it required for the
Oh yeah,
TV.
that's our That's No Moon segment, Soiler. We got to go over a lot of those nitty-gritties of their requirements. There's some big ones in there. All right. But in the meantime, number 2, Mr. Conehead, Dan Aykroyd, if you will, Adi Mundi, is joining the game as the character you collect in the Geo light side territory battle. Sergi, tell us about the new Jedi.
Yeah, this guy's great. He looks like a musketeer to me, with his goatee.
Yeah, I hear you. Yes,
like
for
it.
sure.
Okay.
And they kind of have like pointy hats to start with. He just has the built-in hat.
Yeah,
The built-in hat.
yeah.
Oh.
Adi Mundi, the musketeer of light side Galactic Republic Jedi. He has a really fun kit because he, without being a leader, is able to bring up the useless Jedi that have existed from the start.
Quite useless.
Yes. So his basic is a versatile strike. Deal physical damage to target enemy. If Adi Mundi is using Ataru form, attack again. If he's using Makashi form, gain 15% turn meter and recover 10% protection. So this is the start of where his whole kit is split up basically into these 2 forms. Similar to CLS's stances, except
Okay.
the forms are always mattering. Like they'll unlock different moves and stuff like that. So Ataru is basically his offensive form, and Makashi is his defensive. Because he's actually tanks, even though he's an attacker. But we'll get to that in a second too. So basic, he goes twice if he's in attack form, gains protection and turn meter if he's in defensive form. Special 1, adaptive form, cooldown of 2, switch forms, dispel all debuffs, and gain 100% turn meter. If he's in Ataru form, his character has plus 100% offense, plus 30% defense penetration, and plus 20 speed. If he's in his defensive Makashi form, plus 100% counter chance, plus 60% tenacity, and critical hit immunity. I don't know if that's going to be a buff or if that's just always immune to critical hits.
Yeah, like locked on there.
Yeah.
I think it would just be the buff because I feel like they would have said it was locked. I hear what you're saying though.
Maybe.
That's a good point.
And
so he basically becomes Dooku at that point, which is the
Yes.
Makashi with the counter and the critical hit immunity and stuff like that.
yeah, good point. I didn't notice that. And then the Ataru, I know Yoda does something with one of his moves is Ataru, Master of Ataru or something.
Oh yeah. I know. Yep.
Yeah, so that's cool. And he even changes his pose and everything.
Yep. It's just like CLS with even more noticeable. It's just CLS 2.0.
Yeah. But what's notable about the adaptive form, cooldown of 2, and he gets a bonus turn immediately. So every turn, you're allowed to choose whether you want to switch forms or not. So every turn, you can dispel debuffs off yourself. Yeah,
Yep.
it's...
Yeah, because you could switch forms and then take your turn, and then switch forms, take
Yep.
your turn.
Yep.
Mm.
Interesting. Then special 2, decisive thrust, cooldown of 4, deal physical damage to target enemy. This attack deals plus 100% damage for each Galactic Republic Jedi ally. So if you go
That's
in,
a lot of damage.
yeah.
That is a lot of damage.
So automatically for himself, it's plus 100. If you go in a full team of Galactic Republic Jedi, which you will in the light side territory battle, that's plus 500% damage for this move.
That's a big move.
Yeah. Now, if Adi Mundi is using his offense Ataru form, and this ability defeats an enemy, reset all of his cooldowns. So he can use this immediately again. but doesn't get turn meter. So you still got to wait for his next turn.
Mhm.
If he's in Makashi, the defensive form, dispel all debuffs on Galactic Republic Jedi allies, and they gain 25% turn meter.
That seems like a Zeta type of move. Like you add the 100% damage
Yeah,
after a Zeta, but it's not in a good
It's
way.
not. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's
Yeah.
great.
There's a lot of decisions that can go into using this character, which I like. Okay, special 3, and this is where the forms take more of a distinction. We've got special 3A for the offensive Ataru, special 3B for the Makashi. So if you're in the offensive stance, you deal physical damage and inflict armor shred to one enemy. If you're in the Makashi defensive form, Makashi jab, cooldown of 3, daze all enemies for 2 turns, and deal physical damage to target enemy. This ability can't be evaded.
Or daze all enemies for like those are his moves. Granted, he does both of them every time, but that is exactly what his are.
What's up with that? Did he train Skywalker or something?
I don't think so. I mean, he was on the council and
Why
didn't grant him master, but I don't. But I think maybe in the Clone Wars he was the calm guy. But anyway, they certainly crossed paths many times, but weren't like directly training him.
Yeah, it's just weird that they recycled so much so soon.
Right? Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Okay, then he's got 2 uniques. Unique 1, Jedi Council. Final text. This is his only Zeta. At the start of battle, if all allies are Galactic Republic Jedi, they have plus 30 speed, plus 40% max health, and plus 20% offense. Galactic Republic Jedi allies with a support or healer role have additional offense equal to 10% of their max health.
That's a unique.
Yes,
that's unique. So that's a leader ability, great leader ability.
That's what I'm thinking.
But you put it under the thing. I'm just looking here. The Zeta is for the plus 30 speed.
Oh, it's not even that important.
I mean, the offense and the max health and the supporter healers getting more offense, including Grandmaster Yoda.
Yes,
who
good point.
Should be an attacker, but is not. Granted, he doesn't get very much max health, so it doesn't help a ton. But he has 40% from this, plus what he has from here, and then he adds. So I mean, that's just adding more to his already super high offense.
Yep.
So should be good. By the way, his I did look that up too. Grandmaster Yoda's basic is just called a Taru. So you're right. Yep, that's it. They use the same style, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he trained. He's
a musketeer swordsman. He's trained in many art forms of sword fighting.
One for all and all that jazz.
Yeah, this unique I really like because, like you said, it's like a leadership, but it's not. So pair this with Grandmaster Yoda's leadership or General Kenobi's leadership. Things get crazy. And specifically, the Galactic Republic Jedi allies have additional offense equal to 10% of their max health. That's easily doubling, tripling, maybe quadrupling some of these healers' offense.
Oh, I mean, Barriss.
Yeah.
I mean, she barely hits anything, but if her max health with relics is going to be crazy high when you add that 40% on there, and then all of a sudden, let's say her health is 100,000, which I don't think is out of the reach at all. That's 10,000.
10,000
offense. 10,000. That's ridiculous. I mean, that's pretty bonkers.
Plus 20% offense from the rest of that unique.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Plus 40% max health, meaning another 4,000 offense.
Remember when 4,000 offense used to be like just by itself
Yeah.
the best in the game?
Yep. Relics have made things different.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, my Gear 12 right now, my Barris is I think 45,000 health with 2,300 offense. So running her right now would do more than 3 times her normal offense.
Let's see here. I'll look up the highest in the game. Highest health Barris in the game has 16,000 health.
Really?
Yeah. So you add
Say
another
that again?
160,000.
That's what I thought you meant. That's what I thought.
I was like,
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry. You knew, yes. 160K.
So add 40%, which is, let's see.
Another 65. Yeah.
Yeah. And now you're
220. 22,000 offense.
Yeah.
That can't. I mean,
That's ridiculous.
that is ridiculous.
Another way to think about this is that General Grievous, his attacks are based on health. His basic does 16% of his health as damage.
Oh yeah, is that like in
Yeah.
the game, or did you just figure that out? I've never heard that before.
I looked at the swgoh.gg mechanics of.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. So his
Good
basic,
work.
Thank you.
Stuff you only get from listening to this show, people.
So his basic is 16%. Right here, we're adding 10% in addition to what they already have. And it's going to come out to be more, because like, let's say Barris's basic, her basic isn't 100% of her offense. It's 150% or something. So I think the damage output of these Jedi is going to be similar to General Grievous. But you've got 5 potential supporter healers with this crazy offense and high health. So this has the potential, if I'm doing my math right, for you to have a team of 5 Grievous-like characters. Hard to kill because they're so bulky, but dealing huge damage because their health is turned into offense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and granted, they won't have the Zeta to go again, and they don't have the specials, but they'll have their just any attacks could be your last type of thing.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, before we finish, there's another unique we should talk through. I just was too excited about that Jedi Council one. Unique 2, Master of Forms. Adi Mundi starts the battle using his offensive Ataru form and has an additional ability depending on which form he's using. When Adi Mundi switches to Makashi, defensive form, he recovers 10% protection and taunts for 3 turns. And then it just details the 3A and 3B moves
right.
that you get for each form. So,
do you think he gets protection when he switches back? Probably not.
When he switches back to Ataru, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But every time he goes back to Makashi, he'll get protection
Right.
again. Yeah. So that means every 2 turns, he can, like, let's say every single turn you're choosing to switch forms. Then every other turn, you can do a new 3-turn taunt and gain 10% protection.
For sure. All right, so that explains why their synergy suggestions sound ridiculous. Kenobi as a leader, which is actually still a problem because he's needed in other teams. Needed, quote unquote. Grandmaster Yoda, other teams. Luminara sucks. Barris, whatever. And Jedi Counselor, trash. Like, those are synergies that when you look at that first, you're like, gosh, they really just don't understand this game at all. But when you put those other things in there, I mean, maybe Jedi Counselor is doing a ton then. That has to be. So the problem with this is, like, instead of reworking all of them, they're like, you know what, this kind of does it all by itself.
Mm-hmm.
But when they eventually want to rework Mace, boy, I mean, anytime you throw him on this team, like anyone else on there is going to have to, they really have to throttle their offense or have him be an attacker, not support, or, you know what I mean? Like it's
well, Mace is a tank.
Yeah, okay, there you go. So he doesn't quite get that part of it, but he still gets all the other things. And anyway, they just have to be, they paint themselves into a corner similar to the Finn thing where they can't add new stuff. Because when you do this with this, not only do you have whatever leader that's going to be, you have a second leader plus something that could possibly totally change who they are in that offensive thing. So just my thoughts on, I think that's really cool. And it is for now. No one's going to have him for quite a while because it's going to be double the time it took to get Watt for everyone.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. People that are able, that frequent forums and Reddit and stuff, people need to complain that we need the double drop. Because when they first introduced the second type of territory battle, they changed all the shard counts to 2.
Wasn't that great? Got our 100 for him every time.
It was. They need to do that again.
In their defense, both of those characters weren't didn't look quite as good as either Watt or Adi Mundi does, but I don't think they're going to. Hopefully it does. And I'm sure there's going to be plenty of posts about it and stuff, but
did they do that because the second one was introduced, or was that just
they were, because people are like, well, now we can't get Captain Han or what? No, Rolo, right? Yeah, Rolo's the one in there. The even worse of the two somehow that they couldn't get that as fast. So, to credit to them, they doubled it, which is great.
Yeah,
and shard shop currency and all the above, but
because otherwise that means once a month you get potentially 50 shards of each character. So Adi Mundi would take 7 months of your whole guild doing perfect on that special mission.
Not going to happen.
So they've got to do something. Because no one wants to wait 7 months to get a character 7-star when he'll be
the only time that he's useful.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it now, 5 stars is pretty useless. Watt kind of works because he gets rid of stuff and then dies, but Key is going to die too fast, and then you lose all those bonuses that everyone else gives him.
Exactly.
So he's not someone that you can, like the leader doesn't hang around. The unique is gone when he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And he tanks, like he taunts.
Right, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, he's going to taunt. You're just going to...
taunting.
No.
Yeah.
Yep. I hopefully they do as well, or maybe they just double his. Now then people will be mad about the Watt thing. I'm just saying that would be nice, but you're right. That is a not as much as Talzin was in the beginning type of thing, but close to. Like I said, 8 months minimum for 99% of the game, 7 for the people that are wailing out like today.
Yeah.
Is
going
to be like how the best of the best are going to get him.
Like 7 months ago, I think Darth Revan had just, Malik had just come out or something like that.
Yeah, Malik came out in April. Yep. So I mean, like, think how long he's been in the game.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. And then think about how long it's going to take you to get Key up there.
Things change so much that it's not going to be worth waiting that long.
You don't think so?
Like, even right now, we'd have to see how he plays, but I'm thinking he'll be a solid Grand Arena team.
Correct. Yep. But, even if he came out today, he would not be in any meta.
Right.
He just doesn't fit, and he needs to be, doesn't need to be. Sure, I bet he fits well with a Padme team, but he doesn't use half of his stuff then.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have all Galactic Republic Jedi next to him.
Oh, you know what would be terrible? Him on a Padme team, when he switches forms, he can't gain his 100% turn meter.
Oh, yeah. Is it?
Oh.
Does it say 100% or bonus turn? I closed the thing 100%.
turn meter.
Yeah. Well, that is absolutely something that would hinder him. So again, another reason that he goes with the 70%
Useless.
terrible Galactic Republic
Yeah.
Jedi. So hopefully that gets addressed a little bit because we're excited for him, and we'll circle back after. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? The world's ended in 7 months. Yeah, it's a long time from now.
Well, what that also reminds me of is that also I saw somebody post it, don't know where it's from, but one of the dev insights talked about how, or maybe it was whatever, one of the dev insights, they mentioned how they're planning to this new TB is also going to be 36-hour phases, but they still plan to eventually shift it back to 24.
Really?
Nah,
Yes.
they're not going to do that.
They said
I know,
that.
I saw that too. They did. They absolutely said it, but they said that about the other thing. I think people are pretty set now on. They'd be
I disagree.
mad about that.
I disagree.
You think they're actually going to do it?
I think so.
That sounds like
I
they're gonna fix phase 3 of the Sith raid to me.
Yeah. I think if they do it, they're going to break something. Because you're going to have GOTB end 3 days earlier.
Yeah.
That was why they were going to do it, because it would start overlapping with other new events. Was the reason? Like, that's why they would make it shorter. Which, if we can get more events out of it, I'm all for it.
Yeah. Because imagine this. What if they haven't said
Close your eyes,
anything?
everyone. Even if you're driving right now.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Go to your happy place.
What if they haven't announced that they're going to double the shard drops because they're planning to switch it
oh boy.
to where we have 2 a month?
Of the same one? 2 of
Yes.
what a month?
Like, first week of the month, dark side. Second week, light side. Not this wait while you do TWs and have days in between.
Oh, got it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now I'm on it.
When would you do TW? During the battle?
No. So you got 4 days of TB,
Yeah.
3 days of TW with the gaps in between. So within 7-day period, you've got a TB and a TW happening. And then
I would be swell.
You'd still have 4 TWs each month, right
Yeah.
after every TB. That would be.
I think that gets too much into their economy issues of giving away too many things then. But that's why I don't think we'll see that. Sounds too generous in rewards.
Mhm.
But I'd be for that.
Then why would they want to reduce it to 4 days?
I don't know. That's a
I don't think
which
they're
is
gonna,
why I don't think it's gonna
I don't
happen.
think they're
I
gonna
just-
reduce it.
They wouldn't say it if they weren't still have a reason at least to want to reduce it.
I hear you, but what? Yeah, again, why? I don't. If you're not going to
Because they
change
were-
anything, we already wait days between those types of events. They got to add something new in there, not a raid either, like a new.
You don't want to raid?
No. Add the raid, but that doesn't. You can do that the way that's done now. It launches whenever.
Right.
That doesn't change the days where we don't have Grand Arena, Territory War, Territory Battle. Like one of those things should be going on all the time. And they already don't have enough. Shortening that makes it even worse. Unless we add new stuff, or they take the surgy. They take the surgy route.
I hope they
We're
do.
going to. I agree. I hope they do. I'm not quite as optimistic as you.
And
Didn't we
imagine-
learn that like last week that you should not be optimistic?
Yeah,
Right.
That's true.
Okay, all
That's
right.
true. Did you add that to the schedule? Or yeah. That's yeah. It would be great if they gave us twice the TBs without changing the rewards.
Twice the TBs, no empty calories.
Yeah.
But yes, on those same lines, although it seems like an eternity ago, 1 week, imagine 7 months as you're talking about. Again, realistically, 8 to 10 for most of
Oh
us.
yeah, for sure.
The Road Ahead happened last week, and it was that was my review of it. But a couple things. They said specifically new trilogy content was coming and called out Hux and Sith Trooper, not the one that's already in game. The like red looking one in the trailers. Right. Awesome, great. And then I've talked about the 4th anniversary stuff that everyone has now. Zeta, like 4 or 5 gear things, including some Chirotech, Malik Negotiator, General Skywalker shards, a little relic stuff. Great little pack. That was good. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But the 2 main things they brought up, part of it is just anyone listening to the show is probably past most of this. I think this will be helping the game, but isn't really exciting for in-game players. 1, the journey guide. So in-game, and tell me if I'm wrong on this, they're basically just going to have a little quest area or something where you click on it, and then they'll have like a little guide that says, here are the 5 things that you need to get Yoda. And then when you're ready, you can do it whenever. You don't have to wait for the Yoda event to come back. Great, cool.
Yeah.
And then the other thing they're adding, and this is the thing that's still up in the air, the way to get everyone up to the same level and stuff like that is to add these hyperdrive bundles.
What's a hyperdrive?
Which basically is just they're hyperdrives. Yeah, they're just packs. Let's start with Sarah. What's in a hyperdrive bundle?
Oh god.
How much does it cost?
I
Would
love
an
bundles.
end game player buy it?
I love new opportunities to spend money.
Okay.
God, I wish there was more.
Do you want me to just read it from this Road Ahead?
Right, that's why it's speculation time. Put on the tinfoil hat.
Oh man. Okay, so do we think this is going to cost crystals or real money?
Money.
Money?
The word bundle. But bundle is always
true.
a cash thing.
All right. So real money.
I didn't know that. Good point.
I don't know. Like what do you expect to get in a hyperdrive bundle?
What would be significant enough for you, but also not so cheap that anyone that did all these things is like, well, geez, that was worthless, but also not be so expensive that nobody can buy it?
I think it would have to be so this is for in the journey guide, doing your events as a new player right now.
It doesn't have to be with the journey guide, but it could be. I don't know. You tell us. You're designing this.
See, I was reading this and like now I feel like I read it wrong. I was reading it as stuff for like new players to buy to help them advance. So I'm thinking you need to have character shards in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
like how many is there and how much do they cost?
Yeah.
They already do that. So why is this different?
What makes it an incredible deal? Tell us what an incredible
We're really putting
deal.
Sarah on the spot here.
really are putting me on the spot here. Okay, so here's what I think will make it a good deal is it needs to have like 7-star character unlock for whatever. I'm thinking we're gonna have hyperdrive bundles, and I'm thinking we're gonna have several of them.
Yep. Okay.
And there's gonna be like Jedi hyperdrive bundle,
Faction. Perfect. Got
right?
it. Yep.
And you're gonna have I don't know. Now, do you think it'll be? See, I feel like putting one character in there for a character that you needed to unlock a legendary, let's say Yoda.
Yeah.
I don't think that's worth it if it was one. If I'm going to pay money for a hyperdrive bundle, I want all 5 in there at 7 stars.
How much do they charge then? Knowing what the current in-game cost is, including like 40 shards of ARC Troopers, $30.
Okay.
It's $30 for 40 shards.
Oh my god, my brain. 40 shards for $30. You have to charge at least like $200.
Yeah.
For what?
Right?
For you're saying for a faction.
7-star faction, 7-star, throw in some gear.
5 characters?
To unlock
Or
one
like
legendary.
all Jedi?
I would only do 5 characters.
Okay.
And I
All right,
think
so-
$200 is cheap for 500
I
characters.
think that's a reasonable. So you're
Good at 5-star. But if I was buying it, for it to be a good deal, it would have to be 7-star.
Yep.
But I
So-
think they're going to do it at 5.
faction specific. This
Yeah.
is kind of what you need to get Yoda. This is kind of what you need to
Yeah.
get CLS.
Put first
$100
order.
to $200 depending on 5 to 7-star,
That'd be
and
cool.
there's like a various hyperdrive bundles.
So here's my question then. If you have factions like Jedi, for instance, where there are so many, which characters go in there?
The worst ones. They put in the ones that you can barely pass it with. So you have like maybe 2 good ones, like Jedi Knight Anakin, and then you have Plo Koon and
Jedi Consular
Yes.
and got it.
That's not the tone that it gives, though.
I know.
Yeah, like
but-
They don't want it to be what will like just make you barely pass it. This is a win button. This is if you want Grandmaster Yoda, buy this and you'll be golden to get him.
yeah.
Because they want to take away the difficulty of having to get to level 85, of having to struggle to unlock a character.
I which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing at all. If I was starting the game now, no thanks on a lot of that stuff. But Sir G, do you have any different thoughts on? Sarah basically said what mine was. I think factions. I think $100 to $200.
I think that'd be
You
great.
get a good amount of
Yeah, I think that's
shards.
what it's going to be.
I'd actually
like good enough for whales to get just for the shard shop currency, but none of us will buy it.
That's kind of cool. I don't think it's going to be that.
Do you think whales would buy it for shard shop currency?
No.
Yeah, if it's $100 or $200, yeah,
Really?
yes.
Okay,
Oh, man.
they say that. I'll leave you with the following.
And some
thought.
gear.
Yes.
And some gear.
They tried to say somewhere that the gear will make long-term players that already have the characters 7-star still want the bundle, it seems.
Did they say that? Got it.
They didn't say that in those words, but I'm trying to find where they said even longtime players will want to take advantage of this incredible deal. I don't think
Act now.
they wouldn't want
I
to.
thought they did say that, something about longtime players. Hang on.
Yeah, pretty does. There's some
Oh,
puffy stuff going on.
veteran players will also receive an incredible deal, even if they were already level 85 and had
Yes.
most of the characters provided within the bundle. See, boom, characters provided within the bundle. The value that comes from the included gear and resources will be instantly recognizable and more relevant to this elite group of players. So you're going to have character shards, you're going to have gear, you're probably going to have ability mats, maybe some Zetas, some Omegas. Roxanne.
But see, they say bundle. They don't say bundles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, true.
So I don't think it'll be faction specific. I think it's one.
Yep,
bundle.
you think it's just the one, and
And
it's just like a broad smattering of 50 characters that you get a ton of.
No.
And do you-
No.
Oh, but do you think it's one-time purchase? Probably.
One-time purchase. I think you get maybe 15 or 20 characters. The main draw of the bundle is that you get to be level 85 right away. And that,
Wait, it says that?
yes.
Huh.
The specifics of
Got
the
it.
bundle are coming soon, but we can say that new players will benefit from gaining a starting roster of characters as well as increase their overall account to level 85.
Well,
Mhm.
got it.
So day one, I drop $300 or whatever.
You're
on the
level
game.
85.
I'm level 85. Let's say they want it to be the Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revans that you're capable of getting,
Mhm.
so that you can.
You're going that high with this.
I do.
That's high.
I do, but less than 50 characters, like 15 or 20, whatever.
But
it
enough to
takes.
get Darth Revan.
Yeah,
Got it.
I mean, I don't realistically think it'll just be a Old Republic Hyperdrive bundle, but it can't be $300 to day one unlock Yoda and Palpatine, because part of this is to help players immediately get to play with their friends that are already playing in-game stuff.
Yeah.
So
it's so that if you wanted to have your wife join your guild,
yeah.
be like, boom, here you go.
Or maybe it'll have.
My wife would kill me if I spent $300 to make her, like, she would pay $300 to like not have me talk about it. Yeah.
Like maybe it'll have.
But yes, I get your point. Yes.
Imperial probe droid, so you can instantly do Hoth TB, or something like that. It's gonna be.
Well, I'm not nearly as like, I don't think they'll be that generous on this, but
I think
the way they describe it, it sure sounds that way. But history tells me
that it's not that way.
Right? Maybe.
Now maybe they'll just do a bunch.
On
of
the other hand,
at 5-star. That might be an option.
Yeah.
If they're gonna do 7-star characters, don't expect it to be a very large bundle, and don't expect very many characters in it. I don't know. I think the main draw of the bundle, instantly level 85, instantly every single node, hard node is unlocked.
Yeah, so you can farm whatever.
Farm whatever I want, sim it immediately without having to build up strong enough to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Which admittedly takes away some of the enjoyment of the game.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
But
I feel like
this
is going to create a situation where you have new players do this and they're not going to fully understand the strategy and synergy between characters, so that when events come out after they've done this, maybe they're going to struggle.
Who cares though? Like, you learn the hard way.
Yeah, maybe that's where they get their enjoyment. Is like, then you have all the toys, you get to figure it out versus waiting to get the toy. But yes, that's like totally true.
Like when you build your roster, you're like figuring out how it works together and like what, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
what piece goes with
like, how do I use this Finn Zeta?
You learn better by playing with the character than theorizing, once I unlock this character, what can I do with them?
Yeah,
hey, that's what we do on this show. So, I mean, obviously, it's best just to make stuff up.
But you bring up
we're literally doing right now. No, yes, I totally do. Yes,
you bring
for
up
sure.
Point,
which is why we need a sandbox and all the above.
You bring up a good point where I want to bring up the hypocrisy of CG games, because they released. How long ago was it? When did they do the quest? Was that last year? The end of last year?
Yeah, or a year-ish, I would say.
So they did the quest in order to help players advance to 85 quicker, give players new stuff. Then I wasn't one of the players trying to reach these quests and do this whatever stuff. But they announced that players were advancing too quickly for the reason that they weren't getting to know the game well enough by the time they reached the end. So they needed to pull it back. We're now going to take out a lot of the rewards from the quest so that players still struggle to get to the end. Yet now,
that's exactly what happened.
Now they're offering a win button so that
I think they saw that it was
level 85, all nodes unlocked.
And whatever comes with it.
Yeah.
That's really going to make a have and have not in those arena shards. I mean, like either you...
Yeah, it is.
Like you're either a hyperdrive or you're not.
Yeah.
For the new characters or new people joining.
So reading between the lines, I think Quest let players get ahead for free more than they wanted.
Yeah, there you go. That's the...
And here...
It's always the answer.
Yes. It's really scummy.
Maybe. Yep. Like you just went from really optimistic about it for no.
Yes. Once we got to this road ahead, the optimism is gone.
Aww.
Here I was hoping, they've been teasing, our next title update, we're going to really help new players get ahead quicker.
Yeah.
Our next title
Just
update,
last episode, we were pretty feeling good about that part of it.
Yeah. Like maybe they're going to make stun guns available in a shop, or they're going to do something so that new players can actually progress quicker. But no.
They literally still haven't done anything with the gear crunch.
Nope.
Zero.
No.
This was their opportunity. Nope.
And you think they dropped the ball?
Yes. I think this was a cheap blow to my optimism. Whereas I was looking forward to them actually making it easier for new players. Not some stupid comment. The content within this bundle can be acquired even if you don't spend. Well, yeah, it always has been. It just takes 4 years of playing the game.
Yeah. Or in that case, at least 6 to 12 months.
Yeah.
From what you're describing.
And that's why it won't be crystals, because they want you to shell out money for this.
So you're skipping all that.
I bet they found a specific, like, there is this gap where people don't spend money. Like, they spend money up to level 80, and then they just, like, there's a big jump before you can really be useful in a guild from there. Like, yeah, you're fine, but you can't do any of the territory battle stuff or heroic Sith raid. So then it takes another 5 to 6 months to get there, and then they lose people there. So this is like getting them to past that point already where they're just already into, we can contribute here and therefore we'll spend more money. I bet they have some metrics that told them, like, this is where we want people to end up after we buy said bundle to get even more spending. I mean, that's how I would do it if it was me running it.
You know what? You know what I just thought of? Maybe
I don't, but I'd like to hear it.
Yeah, go on.
they're losing players. They don't care to bring in new free-to-play guys that are going to take 4 years in the game. They're only interested in bringing in new whales. So the only people that are going to feel like picking up the game are those that are willing to buy this hyperdrive bundle, which means they're already
They know right away.
Set a pattern of, I'm a big spender. I'm going to be a whale for this game.
Yep, that's also a good, like, let's just weed them out.
Yeah.
A good point. Yep. Hadn't thought about it from there. So you can tell we're really excited about the road ahead.
Was that it? Is there nothing? That's
that's it. That's it.
We got the bundle.
Like their road ahead was bundles and a flow chart of how to get stuff. Yes, truly like new trilogy content, which would have been asinine for them not to add.
Yeah.
Was mentioned. So there you go. Number 4, but they did have a lot of other news this past week. So in a lot of other stuff, talk about new Geo Lightside territory battle called the Republic Offensive. They give us some info for that. A couple things here. Our That's No Moon, we're going to talk about the specifics on each kind of step here and the people you need and what power level. But the key Adi Mundi mission, you need Shock and the Arc Trooper at 22k power. Hint, that's a lot. And that goes against Reek and Django, which should be fun. And we'll go back to those requirements in the That's No Moon. And then the Nexu will be in the 4th phase, and it's going to start December 2nd. So next, Monday? By the time people are listening to this, we'll have it. So that's finally coming up. Wasn't quite the mid-November they talked about last month, but not too far behind, especially by their standards.
Yeah,
I'll take it. So we'll get back to that in a little bit. And then lastly, the update that dropped on Tuesday, November 26th, added Arc Trooper to 5D Cantina. So 12 energy. That's great. Gotta like a Cantina. It's a bummer that now it's that or relics.
In place of relics, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Go for Arc Trooper though, is my opinion.
And
characters are always
if you did what I did during double drops, you stocked up on your relic map.
That's what I did. We're on the same boat. I got enough of the first 2 to get someone to relic 7 now.
Exactly.
And now I'm just gonna wait and see how that goes for a little bit. Certain G is probably not as smart as you and I though, Sarah. So let's keep that in mind. But someone had a nice little chart that if you do the 100 refreshes, if you do the 3 of those every day, you will have him at 7-star on December 20th on average. So 3.5 weeks, something like that. It's a little sooner than Adi Mundi, I would say. So that's a pretty easy farm as far as this game goes. Crew is the login. Oh yeah, sorry, continue.
That is to get him 7-star. You have to get him to 22K.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's not even close to.
So good luck doing that in 3.5 weeks as well.
Yep. You should check out. I will. To his credit, the ARC Trooper does not need any extra Chirotech except for the Gear 12 or whatever, the finisher piece. I thought that was quite shocking.
Yeah.
That is shocking.
He needs like 400 overall, of course, but not ARC Trooper.
Just to put a little perspective on the character, I can't tell if this is with the Zeta power added or not. But so a Gear 13 ARC Trooper is at 18,694 power. Which means you need to get your ARC Trooper up to Relic 4 just to use him.
Oh my god.
To get
in the thing.
Adi Mundi.
That's got to be without the Zeta.
Okay. Then let's
Is
say...
it?
One would, yeah.
What about mods?
Mm.
Does that include mods?
I don't think it includes mods. I don't know how much mods add either. But let's say...
Let's see here. Let me look
Mods
at
depends on the tier and all that.
Not counting
so
mods,
you'd
still need to get him with the Zeta to Relic 2. Because Relics add a lot of power. So
he only has 4 abilities. I'm going to find a comp here. Dooku has 5, so he's not a good one.
yeah, give me a character.
Sorry, I'm looking for a 4. There we go. Ordo.
Mm-hmm.
Andrus Ordo has 4 abilities, just like ARC Trooper has. I have him at Gear 13, Relic 1. And he has 21,819 with the Zeta.
Okay.
So to get him to 22, you could do it with the Zeta at Relic 1 and 6 E-mods.
21,000 what?
21,819 is where he's at without 6 E-mods, but with the Zeta. So maybe you're right with the...
SWGOH.GG has Relic 1 at 20,238. I know Zeta's at least 2,000, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's like 2,800 or something like that.
So I think your mods have added 1,500.
Anyway, point is, he's got to be up.
He has to be relicked at least. The new ARC Trooper can't just be 7-star, but he has to be relicked to use in the special mission.
Where you want to use him.
These relics are killing me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Like, let us just learn the hard way that you've made it difficult, so we need to gear up. Don't put these restrictions of you have to have geared up or else you can't participate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can at least practice.
Yeah.
At night, well, I mean 17,000.
Let people take Gear 8 tunes in and get demolished if they want. Don't bar it by saying only if you're Gear 13 and Relic 2 can you even participate.
Yeah, I hear you. Although then I think their reasoning clearly would be, then you bring in General Skywalker and he carries the whole team, and then you don't have to farm. Like basically, you're in a Hoth soldier situation where mine was always terrible. That's the hard way to do it. So that's why it doesn't happen. But yes, that's a good point, and we'll go over there. Crew is the login character. Not a big surprise.
Nope.
Great character. Plo Koon's basic was changed a little bit. I believe before, tell me if I'm wrong, like his dispel on his basic only happened once he gave him the Omega, but now it always happens. He has a damage increase, something like that.
His dispel would dispel one buff with a 50% chance to dispel all buffs.
Oh, got it. Okay, good to know.
Now it's
clearly I don't know if that I've ever used him. I don't think that I have. But that's better than one buff for sure. And is he a healer or support?
Tank.
Nope, he's a tank, so he doesn't really benefit with all of Mundi stuff.
They made it very specific to where only a few Jedi get to benefit from that offense boost.
Yeah.
So I don't think they have to worry about reworking or new characters, because like it's literally just Yoda. He's the most prominent support. Then you got Barriss, Ayla Secura, Luminari, Eth Koth,
Counselor.
Consular, yeah. Just the ones you never.
What about Jedi Guardian? Is she a tank?
She is a tank, I believe.
Ah, bummer. Sorry, JKG. You're still on the bench.
Still
But-
kind of useless.
Yeah, even Fisto is an attacker.
Yep, she's a tank. Fisto attacker.
Yeah,
I'm a gun.
Ayla could be pretty. She could be pretty good.
Yeah,
If she's countering a lot.
just who wants to put the gear into these characters?
No, that's why they did it. That's why they did it. Again, we'll come back to this in 9 months. And then in Hoth, they're going to add some Git 2. I think that'll be interesting to see how much they added, or can you already tell?
I thought it was.
I think you
8
can if you look in.
Yeah, I think it's 800.
Got it. Okay, so
That's a nice addition.
Yep.
Mhm.
Take that. And an important bug fix I wrote down, but
I wrote that.
oh
down.
god, okay. It's like
So in the latest content update, they added a bug fix where General Skywalker's kit, for each 501st ally, he'll get tenacity, 25%, stuff with offense and whatnot. It sounded like the bug fix made it so that when your allies die, he gets reduced. He loses those buffs. So let's see. His unique says at the start of battle.
got it. Yeah, it
Skywalker-
should. The way it's written, he should lose those.
Right. So before, even once you killed all other 501st, he was still crazy tenacity, crazy protection, and defense. So that's why he was able to 1v5 a lot of teams. 5 Sith Empire last till it's just General Skywalker, and he can still counter and kill them all. Well, now that he won't have all that boosted defense, protection, and tenacity, you can actually get fear and stun. Like me personally, I use my Padme team with R2. R2 stuns General Skywalker much more reliably now.
Oh yeah, got it. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, have you been able to tell a difference?
Huge difference.
Got it.
Like 60-70% win rate to 90 to 100% win rate the next day. Big
That is a
difference.
large difference.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful they did that.
Well, thanks for adding it and telling me that you wrote it, because boy, I just really don't remember.
I really don't remember what I was saying there.
Must have been from a couple weeks ago. I just didn't change it.
I should
All
make
right.
more sneaky little updates.
Yeah, you should. Sergi, are there any live stream comments before we hit to the next sections here?
Let's see.
Thanks for joining as always.
So we talked about barbecue and Ewoks.
It
And
seemed like they would be a little tough to me. You'd have to smoke them a long time.
yeah. Fade wants to make jerky out of it.
There you go. That could work.
Then let's see. People want to know what you're drinking, Faye.
Tonight is just a blue moon. I think that was just what was in the fridge and cold. They're all right. Nothing good. Just something to enjoy while we're chatting.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions, go ahead and type them in now, and we can look at them during this Q&A period. I wanted to say, I think there was something else that happened in the last couple weeks that nope, can't remember. Okay, you keep going, Faye. I had it just a second ago, but I lost it. Oh, okay, I think I remember.
All right.
Now. I remember now.
The
The light side territory battle. What's with all these special missions and squadron missions?
Mhm.
What do you guys think those are? like 2 special missions in every single phase, in
Mhm.
addition to a squadron mission for ships. What's up with that?
Just more stuff, you mean, to do?
Like, do you think it's all just going to be a ton of Get 2? Do you think some of it
I see.
Get 1?
No. I think by special they may just like it could be. Do they consider, for example, the
Dooku
node where you
Massage
yes, is
combat.
that special?
Combat.
That is combat. Okay. Yeah, then the way I thought it was, they're not necessarily special as much as one of them will still just give you points and one of them will give you the tokens. But that's not how they've done it in the past, apparently, if that's how we're calling those things.
If they're like true blue special missions, I think they're gonna be Get 2. And I
2 per round.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
And I feel like they're doing it to make you choose. Do you go for the Get 2 or do you go for the extra star?
I don't think they would give away that much Get 2. Every single phase to have 2 special missions.
Correct. That's why I'm leaning on the it's special in that there's some fun mechanic, quote on fun. But only one of them gives you good stuff. Because let's be honest, we're actually going to get quite a bit worse rewards on a light side territory battle.
Than our dark side equivalent.
Correct.
Right. Because we're gonna do way worse.
Right. It just looks like it's considerably harder, and it's going to take a while to build up the requirements. So, whereas before we were doing 2 of the easier ones in the dark side, now we're going to alternate that. So we're actually going to get fewer Get 1 and 2. We're going to get fewer rewards at the end. We're going to get fewer shards. We're going to get less stuff because of the harder one. So maybe this is a way to make up for that if they did have both of them.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Well, I think one of these missions each day is going to be for Get 1. Guild event tokens 1.
You think so?
Because right now there's such a huge discrepancy between Get 1 and Get 2.
How often?
Yeah. That's their way of making up for it. So that this is overwhelmingly better because you still get each day the opportunity to get guild event tokens 1.
But then I can specifically not do the ones for the Get 1, so then I can laugh at the rest of you without a 7-star Skywalker.
But then
that's where I get real enjoyment out of the game. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. And then squadron missions, that's new. Don't know what those rewards are going to be. I'm thinking they might do something with Relic. Maybe some of these special missions have to do with Relic.
Oh, that could be.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Because I also noticed in the rewards for the new Republic Offensive, you get signal data and Zinbittle Electrium Conductor. You get the high-end scavenger shop stuff as well as signal data in your territory battle.
Where did you see this?
Go to rewards.
Is it in game?
In game.
Oh, got it. Cool. Oh yeah, because they did. You can select it now.
Yeah, you can't look at the map, but you can still look at the rewards. So the rewards has high.
How high?
Let's see. I know.
Like how many stars do you got to get to start getting that?
36 stars is the maximum. That's good to know.
It looks like every single prize box will offer you some higher end scavenger shop stuff and some signal data. Okay, so the very worst, the 1 star. If you get 1 star for the whole thing, you will get the Erodium heatsink. That's what you use the carbs and hollow projectors for.
The sewer lids, the MK3s, that's what that's for. Yeah.
And you'll get
even if you got 1.
You'll get the easy signal data. Let's say you get 20 stars. Then you've got chance to get the toughest scavenger shop Zinbittle card, the next toughest Electrium conductor, as well as the hardest signal data, the flawed blue stuff. And like even at 20 stars,
all the signal data,
yeah, all signal data, all high,
all the relic stuff,
scavenger
all
stuff.
the last 3 scavenger stuff. Yeah, thanks for looking into that. Yeah,
That's a big improvement.
For sure. So yeah, maybe they have that nicer at the end. Again, if we get 10 of them at the end, not the hugest rewards, but I'll take any of those things.
Yeah.
For sure. So let's bring us to our I Love You, I Know segment. I know it's easy to get jaded by this game, but there's a reason why we're still playing officially 4. I'm going to change the notes.
Cool.
4 years later. So each show, we'll talk about things we enjoyed over the past week or two. Let's start with Sir G this time. What's been good?
What's been good? I love the Mandalorian TV show.
Excellent.
But
that's not in the game.
yeah. No,
we accept. Yeah. I accept.
No, I am super stoked about the Republic Offensive. I don't know how many battles I'll be able to participate in because of the requirements, but I'm really excited. Seems like they put a lot of effort into it. I'm excited to get Adi Mundi. And the other thing that I've enjoyed in game, wow, yeah.
Yeah, that's how long it's gonna be. Someone's gonna figure out the mechanics of walking before we have key unlocked.
I think you missed it, Sarah. But 2 weeks ago, my baby was born.
No, I saw the picture.
Nice.
He's so cute. Yeah.
But I have perfected, I think, my Padme counter to General Skywalker. I have some of the hardest General Skywalker teams, like all 5 characters, Relic 7.
Mm-hmm.
Insane mods with some really high-end Team Instinct players. And I can beat them reliably now.
With what 5?
Well,
we got it for a question later, but I'll let you tell it now.
Yeah, okay. We can go more in detail later, but the 5 characters, Padme, Anakin, GK, R2, and C-3PO.
Excellent.
Really?
That's a higher amount and a lot happier tune than you were singing a couple of shows ago with it.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Sarah, what's been good for you?
We just gained 2 stars.
2? That's a big jump.
2. So we're at 30 now.
Congrats. Good work.
Thanks. That was fun. Stressful, but fun. Because,
From your leadership?
It was a collective effort.
Okay, yeah. But basically you. That's what I got.
I won't take all of it. It was good, though. It was a nice little, like, boost. And yeah. And that's it.
Excellent. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I enjoyed that. I thought the 4th anniversary stuff was good. That I appreciate that the ARC Trooper is pretty easy to get as far as this game goes. And doing that 7-star negotiator today. All good. I liked it. We'll let you know more next time. But I just hit auto on a couple battles while we were doing this so I could get my payout right now. Worked well, as one would imagine when you're facing worse teams. That brings us to the That's No Moon segment. Let's work on a little bit. I'll talk to you on the phases and not go crazy in depth, but some of the requirements or stuff that you need for the Geo light side territory battles, as we alluded to several times here. They are going to have a ship in every phase, starting with the beginning. 2 combat ones. They are going to have 2 other Jedi ones. So that's going to be kind of tricky. Because your Padme team will probably need to pull off 3 of those to work off there. Who are we putting on the Padme team without any Jedi?
Without any Jedi?
Yeah. Because you're going to need the 10 of them for the other ones.
Oh, yeah. I will do my clones.
Yep.
With Padme?
Yeah.
I think that was going to be my answer as well. That also is a Discord corner question that RA898 wanted to know with a premium on Jedi and Galactic Republic. Which things do we think Padme works well with other tunes without the Anakin, GK, and Ahsoka in there? Who else would we pair her with? I think Sir G said what I was going to say. I think clones would be the best answer, clearly, because the only other options are, let's see, R2, 3PO, Clone Wars, Chewbacca, Cup. Is there anyone else that's non-Jedi, non-clone Galactic Republic? Point is, not great options other than those Jedi.
And yeah, it's not great synergy with Padme Lee.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's the best place to use your clones for this phase.
And because you'll have two other full light side ones, so you can use your Jedi Knight Revan, or you don't want to use that either.
You want to use that on the Jedi?
Yeah, you're going to use that on the Jedi one. So the light side ones. I mean, Karth could be a really good phase 1 if you can get debuffs going. That's he could last a long time in there, at least for a phase 1. Resistance, those, but Rebels CLS will probably be the team people bring in.
Phase 1 doesn't require you to use a Galactic Republic Jedi team, though, right?
Correct. Nope. 2 specific Jedi ones, just straight up Jedi. But the Padme mission requires Galactic Republic underneath her. And if you're going to be using your other Jedi elsewhere.
Yeah, you're right.
But not that you have to. You could put worst Jedi underneath Jedi Knight Revan, for example, and save at least 1 or 2 of the other Jedi for Padme. So you just got to think about that. Anyway, you got to use at least 10 up to 13 Jedi in the first phase even. So keep that in mind. But no power requirements.
But they're all 7-star.
Oh yeah? There's not the 6-star ones for the first 2?
No,
wow, that's new to me.
The entire TB is 7-star.
Wow.
Yeah.
The easy phase is 7-star. Phase 1. This is the easy phase. Then we get into relic requirements.
Yeah.
Yes. Phase 2, with the ships, at least one of the missions you're going to need a 7-star Galactic Republic and at least 3 of the ships 7-star. And then the combats, the specific ones, you're going to need a Jedi one. You're going to need a special mission with Kenobi, Cody, and Sergeant. Gross at 21,000. Super gross. That's the worst part of this entire thing to me.
Yeah.
Cody at 21,000 is either worthless Zeta or, like you said,
relics.
Yeah.
Relic, at least 1 or 2.
Oh, more than
ish.
Again,
what's his Zeta?
His leadership. It's good.
Oh,
just
it's not a bad Zeta, but you're not going to. What are you going to use it for?
It was once good, but now with General Skywalker, you'll never have a full 5 team of clones again.
Right.
And Shock T's lead is better anyway if you wanted to.
Yeah. But again, looking at the power, Clone Sergeant does not have a Zeta, even if you wanted to buff his power up with a Zeta. So Clone Sergeant has to be Relic Tier 5 with mods.
5, get out of here.
I'm telling you, 5 with mods.
With mods?
It's a 22k power?
21 for this one.
21, okay. Then 21 Relic 4 with mods. You might be able to pull it off.
Oof.
Yeah. Relic 4, Clone Sergeant, just to do that special mission.
Just to do it. And
just
Cody.
To do it.
Yikes.
Relics only go to 7.
They don't
Right
go much
now.
higher.
Right now.
Yeah, good point. And then you still need another one with Jedi, another one Galactic Republic, and finally a special one with just General Skywalker and Ahsoka. So that takes more of your Galactic Republic / Jedi
General
out of the
Skywalker.
mix. Yep. So you got to have Skywalker, 7 stars, 21,000 to do that.
Same.
So many people will not be doing that, both of those special missions
And see,
for sure.
these really difficult special missions, I feel
Mhm.
like maybe these ones are for something else. Because you wouldn't make it that hard
so
just
maybe
for
that really gives you like
Guild Event 2 tokens 2? Really?
no, yeah, that's like sorry guild, but Cody is not worth getting for 10 get to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it would pain me, and I want to be
Not worth
helpful. It's there is no point at which that math works out to do that once a month.
What
Unless
would you do if
be part of it? I would do it for Cairo
Mhm.
Tech. Yeah, I don't know. That's about it. Crystals.
To get tunes up to 21k Relic 4 by completing the special mission so that it's a worthwhile long-term investment, because even though you have to waste this gear on Cody and Sergeant, by doing it you'll be able to bring up another tune to be that power that you would have spent it on
Correct.
instead. But if it's just get 2 like we have with Dark
Yeah,
Side,
30 get 2 does not get you. You would spend a whole year, literally a whole year of that would be for 360 get 2. Does that get you like 4 shards of Chirotech? You know what I mean?
you mean 3,000?
Oh yeah, sorry. Man, I was way off on that. But point is,
You get
that's
10 shards of
no. That's I stand by what I was gonna say. If you're getting 30, and if you're getting 12 of them in a
30.
year,
Oh yeah.
you're
30
getting,
times?
So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
yourself,
No, I'm going back to you're getting
You yourself are
correct,
getting
but I'm just saying
360.
You-
only
like
one
you
person
earn.
is building up the Cody. Like so, for me,
Right,
I'm giving
right.
the whole.
Yeah, you're
I am
right.
getting myself 400 get 2.
So in a
That's
year,
that's not worth it.
you're maybe getting a little over 1 shard of Negotiator or Malevolent.
Yeah, right. What?
What?
No. They're 270 for those. So you're getting like 1.6 shards
For a year.
for
Oh
a
my
year. So that's why that doesn't compute for me, and why you would ever do it.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing it to enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. Great, but
Yeah.
Cody and Sergeant are not on the list. Although I like Sergeant. I like playing with him. I like his ship. Cody, though. Ooh, gross. All right. Phase 3. Now you need you don't need Negotiator yet. Still need Galactic Republic capital ship, 7-star, and Anakin ship there. This time you need Galactic Republic Jedi at 22,000. So not great ones. You need regular Jedi, 22,000. Not the best. And then the special mission, the important one where you get Adi Mundi, you need Shock T, 22,000. Arc Trooper, 22,000. And all the clones at 22,000. So again, several Zetas or High Relics to participate.
Not even beat it.
Great.
And
Participate.
yes, and the only thing you can use the entire rest of your Resistance, Rebels, all the rest of your light side, Old Republic, is one mission. So you have a lot of stuff left over.
The calendar is weird for Phase 3. So I was looking at before. Phase 4, you need 30 characters if you wanted to participate in every mission. Phase 1 and 2, 25. Phase 3, you only need 20 characters.
Yeah.
To attempt all the missions.
That is odd. Yep.
And even though you don't have to have a negotiator at this point, We don't know what the squadron is. I'm guessing it's going to be really worthwhile. And
I thought the squadron was just like a combat mission.
no,
It has to be like one of those is used from there.
no. Squadron
You think
is,
you need to use all? There's
I know
three
so.
different. Oh, okay.
You need to
Yeah.
look at the Republic Offensive schedule and encounters post they made.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 combat missions each phase. One of Chimera Capital, one of Executrix, and then the squadron mission is Malevolence Capital with droid ships.
You don't have enough light side ships to do that many battles.
You do with Negotiator, because you got Mace, Rebel, Akbar, and GK Genosis.
Oh no! I know you have that many capital ships, but like other ships, you don't have 21.
Yeah.
Whatever. Unless the squadron is probably just those ones.
You might have to make decisions, like whether you can do one.
Like you're just not doing one of them.
Yeah. Which I'm okay skipping a combat
gonna
mission
count.
for a squadron
Yeah.
mission.
Let's see here. I have 5. There's literally 20 light side ships in the game.
So it's possible.
Yep, you could have 7, 7, and 6. But that would be without platooning a single one.
Yeah, that's the thing. So you're not doing them all.
Or you're doing it with Mace and your Jedi Counselor ship.
Gear them up.
A lot of stuff. A lot of the stuff we're going over, it's like, well, we'll know a lot more next time, but I'm glad we're doing it this time.
It's
All right,
fun.
and then phase 4, combat, as I now know, and squadron, negotiator, Anakin, and 2 other Galactic Republic. 7-star, 2 light side combats at the bottom, 1 Jedi 23,000. Don't even know. Maybe you'll tell me that later. So special mission with Adi Mundi at 23,000. Shakti Galactic Republic Jedi. Who cares for a long time?
Yeah.
And then another combat one with Padme, Jedi, Anakin, GK. Other Galactic Republic 23,000. The good thing is most people probably have most of those already, and should be able to. Not most people. A lot of endgame players. Those are great tunes.
The top
Get them to
1%.
23. Correct. Get them to 23,000. Thousands of people have that already compared to very, very few that have Cody at 21,000 is what I'm getting at. And then a special mission with Skywalker and the 501st at 23,000. That's a lot. Build them up. And so that's why I was kind of saying, I mean, I think you're going to be short on stars compared to the other battles. I was going to say, where's that other 3 stars coming from? But it's coming from the first one having a ship phase as well.
Yeah.
Good catch.
But I remember last time, I really enjoyed doing the first several rounds of the Dark Side Geo TB.
Yeah.
It's new.
I love TB.
I don't subscribe to the like, oh, it's just a reskin of blah, blah, blah. I get what people are saying, but they're totally different. Playing the Geo TB versus Hoth is, yes, it's set up in a similar format, but the way you play it, it's a worthwhile thing to add to the game.
It's like a sequel. It's a sequel. A little bit of the same, but not where you feel like you're doing the same thing.
Correct. That's what I think anyway.
Yeah, I love it. I think that I expect it just from what I know already with this new light side TB. They've put a lot of love and effort into these TBs.
Yep.
I haven't been disappointed.
All the descriptions and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't been disappointed with the Geonosis Dark Side at all.
Me neither. All right, onto the Discord corner. Couple questions from our lovely viewers and listeners. Number 1, Ski Trooper. Can you discuss any Falcon comps and strategies against Negotiator? It would be nice to leave Negotiator on D in Grand Arena Championship. Do either of you set Negotiator and use Akbar on offense. Long pause.
I don't yet.
I'll take that
I
as a
set
no.
Negotiator and use Akbar on offense.
There you go. What do you do?
I got my Bistan ship a little bit up. Still weak. Like I think a gear 11 Bistan and a gear 9 Scarif Rebel Pathfinder. I just don't have the guns anymore to put into them because I need to get my gas ready whenever I finally unlock him. But basically, strategy versus negotiator is just kill the enemy Skywalker ship at a 2, and you should be okay. So they burn through my bigs pretty easily before the enemy team gets going, or get their health so low that the enemy computer AI will choose to heal and put the what's it called? The unending loyalty.
Undying loyalty,
Yeah, yeah.
unending.
So that's one trick. I haven't had to do it too often. Sometimes it takes 2 battles in Grand Arena. But mainly, I just tried to time it to where I don't trigger the enemy Skywalker ship. I don't trigger the unending loyalty. I wait for it to naturally expire and then kill it. Because you also don't want to trigger it because the enemy capital ship negotiator will put unending loyalty on the Galactic Republic ships usually before Anakin has naturally lost his first one.
And then it's lost because of a bug.
Yes.
It's just so ridiculous they haven't fixed that yet. But it is good to use on offense.
Yes.
When you can use that to your advantage. Nope, that's exactly what I do too. I use Bistan on offense the last couple times, and I did build mine up substantially. So I have Rebel Pathfinder at gear 13. I had him at gear 11 a long, long time, like before anyone else. So I enjoy him as a character. So I built him up, and on offense, it's very reliable. As a matter of fact, I would prefer to use Akbar on offense versus a mirror match where everything else is even on negotiator, because then you're kind of 50-50 on which negotiator is going first. So it's a pretty good one, using exactly what Sir G talked about, trying to get Anakin down far enough that he is in the yellow and they do the wrong AI move first, basically. And heals him up, wait for that to go away, use your AoEs time properly. I've also had, if you use Cassian as a backup, he can dispel, and then you can get around to taunt, or you can have Ebon Hawk also can do that type of thing. So once Undying Loyalty is off, then you can attack there. So I think it's a very reliable counter to use as such. Number 2, the real Arya Curran. I think this is a fun one. The good people at CG have gifted us all kindly with a free Zeta. In celebration of the game's 4th anniversary, I'd like to mark this generous offering with a celebratory Zeta ring, and would like you to 3. We have to provide a unanimous recommendation for how this could be done. So keep in mind, this is a fun one, quote unquote. Here are the options. Roll low. And that's the one I think he wanted to do. So it sounded like after some further ones. CLS, his leader and learn control. Any of JTR, Finn, Barriss, BB-8, Boba, Scion, Vader, First Order, Stormtrooper, Thrawn, T3, Newt, Old Ben, Wampa, Palpatine, unique. Not his leader, otherwise I would have gone there. Or any of the random other ones. What do we think, team? Do we have any votes yet?
BB-8.
BB-8. All right. I think is a great one. And with that one, which one of his are you talking about?
Roll with it.
Yeah. Excellent. Sir G, how do we feel about that as a unanimous recommendation?
With it? No. This will be a hung jury.
We'll be here for another 4 hours, people.
What about about JTR?
Oh,
So I-
don't remember, but I don't think so.
Oh man, come on.
Part of it has to do with the what's coming up with resistance. I actually think BB-8 would be a really good one. No, not knowing what the resistance, hoping that it is. I think Scion is the most practical one of those. But I think Rolo. That's a good one. That's
Sorry
a-
to interrupt.
Oh,
JTR lead.
I like JTR lead.
I love JTR. I feel like is that our answer?
Because then you can do Sith Raid damage, phase 1.
Yep. And again, who knows what's coming up with the new resistance though? Maybe they'll have a better leader.
But maybe you're going to need JTR for something.
Yeah, JTR will always be useful. They don't want to exclude a legendary.
Yeah.
Yep. All right,
Now,
there we have it.
If you
JTR
don't want to do
lead.
JTR,
Stamp of approval.
Barris is my second choice. Imagine
I think.
a new
Imagine, if you will.
Imagine,
Close your
if you
eyes.
will, a Kia
Again,
Mundi,
yeah, while you're driving. Okay. Oh yeah.
Kia
Yeah,
Mundi
yeah.
team with Barris. Who cares what the other Jedi are? Each of them with 100k health. Super hard to chew through.
And they're hitting up back hard.
Yep.
I hear you. And Finn for fun too.
Why?
No, I'm just kidding. Just to anger.
The new movie.
Just to anger you, that's-
They're gonna buff him up.
Yeah. They'll have like a unique underneath him that uses more exposes that, like just like Adi Mundi has.
Yeah.
That's like saying his name. That's why I say it different. Number 3, Laga wanted to know an update on the best General Skywalker counter. Sergi, you talked about the one you have been using and seems to be much better than it had been previously.
Yeah.
Is your R2 Gear 13?
Yes.
Tell us like roughly what you have going on with relics
Sure.
and so forth, and if there's any specific attack strategy.
Relic 4 Padme. Relic 4 R2 with 90 or 85k health. Modded for a lot of potency. And
For the stuns at the end.
the stuns and exposes. Because the exposes work really well with the
Wait,
mass assist.
exposes?
Yes.
Who exposes?
C3PO
Oh, got it. Yep.
Yeah.
Got
and
it. Okay.
R2 with mass
R2.
assist will both on their basics, because they're rebels, do exposes.
Oh, forgot about that with 3PO. Thank you. Thank you.
So Padme and R2 at R4, General Kenobi and Jedi Knight Anakin at Relic 7, and a Gear 12 C3PO. 5 of
He's
them-
enough to survive.
He is. He's doing fine. And I kind of like it, actually, because he can sometimes get into the yellow, which will trigger Jedi Knight Anakin and Padme to take turns.
Got it.
Whereas otherwise, by the time they can get into the yellow, they're going to die from the hit. It's too powerful from the enemy Skywalker team.
Because they've built up their 2% offense, everybody.
Yeah.
Got it.
But so also the turn order is specific. I would do a Padme, then R2, then C3PO.
And what's the first R2 move? Shielding?
Depends on it. It's a lot. There's a lot that goes into it. It depends on what the opening moves by the enemy is. Like I've gotten a good handle now, but there's a lot of different scenarios when you finally take a turn. Because if the enemy Anakin goes first, then your whole team's cooldowns get increased. If the enemy, who knows what the turn order is once Rex uses his thing and everybody gets full turn meter, whoever on your side has protection up from a counter or getting critically hit, they'll be safe from enemy Skywalker's AoE increasing their cooldown.
Got it.
So every single match is different on when my characters finally take a turn, whether they can use their special or not. But most
And 3PO is super important for getting that protection
Yes.
up on, like, he is required for.
Yes. I tried using it without him. Would not work. Because you need that preventing the cooldown increase. So normally I'll get either Padme or Anakin able to use their special on the first turn. Then R2 and General Kenobi will be able, with the Stacks of Courage, when they take a turn, knock down the enemy Skywalker. Then a mass assist from C-3PO will kill the 5s after Padme and Anakin have taken their turns again.
And by the way, all of you imagine listening to this Sergi with his eyes closed. He's like using the Force to remember the moves and get it set up.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, I think that's a very good one. Probably the best one. Other than that, CLS is the only other one with high relics that can work and have a lot of tenacity on Chewbacca, is what I've heard as well. But I do have a shard guy that does that against mine and can win most of the time. So those are the answers. Padme might be the more reliable of the two, but we'll see. So those are the only two that I know of consistently working. And last question, number 5, Demon Garrick. What do we think about upgrading and gearing the lesser Jedi for the light side? Geo battles. Let's start with Sergi this time. Is there going to be any gear or anything put into Imagundi or Sakura or any of those? Because we need a lot of Jedi. We need a lot of Galactic Republic.
Yeah.
We should really have these people, but
now that
they're really bad. They're really bad.
I started to gear up my Eve Koth.
All right. Speaking of bad, yep.
Got him to gear 10. But then I realized I was just late at night reading stuff wrong.
Oh no.
I thought his
I was like, what are we going to use Eve Koth for? But cool.
His Force Push special, his only special, does a 3-turn ability block on droids.
Nice.
3 turns.
Yeah.
And it's a 3-turn cooldown. So if you, I don't know what the battles are going to be like, but let's say it's just you versus a Grievous or you versus one big droid bad guy. Eve Koth preventing them from ever using their specials could be really helpful. What I misread was I thought it was an AoE. They would do ability block on all enemy droids for 3 turns. I was like, oh my god.
That would be a good one. Yeah.
That would be good.
Then
but now you'll enjoy your gear 10.
Yeah.
Eve Koth. And it's not like this is Grand Arena or something where you like whittle down the rest and then bring him in the end to keep it under control. Like that's not how Geo TB works or any whatever territory. So good to know. Sarah, will you be taking the Sergi route and bringing up Eve Koth?
My Eve Koth is currently at gear 1.
Nice.
So probably not.
You're like inches away from 21,000.
Oh yeah. So I mean, my Luminara is gear 10 though, so there's that one. I feel like I'm gonna have to gear
at least 1 or 2 of them. That's what
okay. How many teams do I need? 2 Jedi teams?
Oh, at least. I believe that's another one. Like it's roughly 13 to 15 that you need in a phase.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to gear some because I don't have that many that are geared.
Yeah, even phase 2. Oh wait, no, that one's not Jedi. But yes, it's a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Galactic Republic one,
right? Yeah,
which is like all of the ones I've ignored.
Again, they're all terrible.
So yeah, I don't know if I want to start. You know what I should do? I should probably get my Barris past.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one.
That's a good one to start with.
Well,
right?
If you Zeta her, yes.
She does not have a Zeta yet. I can Zeta her right now if you'd like.
Do it.
You want me to do it right now?
Yeah. How many Zetas do you have?
Who are we saying?
Barris.
Oh, I
Bears.
thought you said. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I have 86
Stamps of approval.
I support
Oh, yeah.
this. You have the Senate.
I got
approval.
86 mats. You want me to do it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
then you'll
fun.
be forced to gear her, too.
A Zeta is 2,406 points, by the way.
There you go. Wow. What great information. Live on air.
Live on air.
And now we have that.
She's now a whopping 13,942.
She's a great plug and play tune. You can put her in anything.
She has that, yes. And you use her, and even with Padme and stuff like that, she works out pretty darn well. So,
My
Demon
GA
Garrick, anytime you see your own Xeris, you can think of how you helped lead Sarah to the right path.
I feel like my Grand Arena opponents are going to look at my roster and be like, why does she have a Gear 8 Xeris? What happened there?
That's way to mix them up. No, all right.
What about
She'll
you,
have
Faye?
that. I look forward to her having the strongest Barris by the time this is all done in 8 months or so. I'm gonna hoard. I just can't do any of them right now.
You're going to hoard. You just told me to Zeta Barris.
That's because I already have it. No, now that being said, Barris, mine is still gear 11. And even though I use her quite a bit, I do want to get her up. That would probably be my answer. But she needs one of those stupid, like the gosh, what are they called? The MK4s. I'm going to find it now. The comlinks or something, like Cheedak comlinks. Those things are the worst now. Yes, the MK4 Cheedak comlinks. Oh, you can't get them anywhere. They're not in stores. They don't drop anywhere. Like,
They're just
you
like
just really have to farm them. They're worse than stun guns for me. Considerably worse.
You got lucky.
Yeah.
I don't know how you.
I still have like 700 stun guns.
You need to work on your first
These
order.
I have like 8. I do need to work on them. That's
where your stun guns will go.
Yeah. Anyway, boy, once that starts, I don't know. Maybe Qui-Gon will work well with Adi Mundi, but again, that's so long from now. I can't justify putting stuff in there until we've done it once or twice, and then knowing like, gosh, maybe Sakura would be the difference in this. I just can't see it happening.
I'm working on a chart right now to map out the characters, where to use them.
Oh, great.
And
I'd tell you that, by the way, I'd post it on surgygames.com, but that doesn't seem to have been updated recently. Would you like to give me like an update on that?
It hasn't been updated recently. I have been
busy
I want to
with
update it.
A child.
Yeah, new baby, school work. I want to update it. The will is there. I just don't have the midichlorians.
All right. Just throwing that out there. I miss saying my surgygames.com.
Yeah. But yes, that's where this will go if I finish it and get it up and running.
Great.
But so there's
or to our wonderful Discord.
Yeah.
Join us. Find the link below.
The most Jedi you ever need is 13 Jedi in phase 4.
Ugh.
Okay.
So that's not like, hey, let's get Eth Koth up a little bit. That's you have to have him at 23,000 type of thing, right?
Well,
or roughly.
It's not that bad, actually. So you need... So Gas is a Jedi who will go with his clones in phase 4.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whatever Jedi combat mission, and for that you can put Jedi Knight Revan, Bastilla, Jolie, ones that are already up there.
Got it. They don't have to be Galactic Republic. Yeah.
Hoda with 2 Zetas can easily get to 23k. And then this is where you want to do either Old Ben or Ezra. That's one character that neither of them are useless. You probably don't have them at 23k, but shouldn't be too hard. And then the Galactic Republic Jedi special mission there. Put Adi Mundi, Shakti, Grandmaster Yoda, Ahsoka, and Barris. So if you maneuver it correctly, the only 2...
Those are all solid mainly. Yeah.
The only 2 that you wouldn't have normally focused on is Old Ben and Barris. Or Ezra if you want to use him instead of Old Ben. So really you don't have to dip into the useless Jedi.
Good to know. We'll
find out.
Yes. Keep that up, and we'll if we find any secret uses for them, we'll certainly let you know.
The other thing you got to keep in mind, though, is
I'm keeping it in mind already.
that you are going to have to. Somebody is going to have to platoon these
Yes.
Jedi.
Yes. And
So
that's all out too. I didn't look at that. A lot of General Skywalker. Like I'm never going to use my General Skywalker except in those missions where you like they won't have them in platoons on those 2 phases.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's in the old platoons every single time until other people build it up.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna.
Yep.
I think we're gonna have to build them up because you're gonna plan to use your, I don't know, Xeris, and it's gonna get platoon because she's only gear 8.
Yeah, that'll be quite a bit. Wonder how far do you think like people's some really good, let's say Phoenix will get past phase 1?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Right, yeah.
Maybe
gear 13.
Yeah, if they're 23K, I think they can do it.
Oh man, that'd be rough. Oh, I don't want to do that either. Cody is worse than all of them though. At this point. And yet there he is. All right.
Platoons don't look that bad for Jedi.
No.
I'm looking at them right now.
Hopefully, because they're required everywhere else.
It doesn't look that bad.
But like Jedi Knight Revan, a couple of those, that there goes that whole team.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah, that's tough.
Does the Barris extra protection regenerate every round? Or is that just at the very, very beginning?
What extra protection?
Her bonus protection at the start.
I think does it say at the start of combat or at the start of an encounter?
What did I say? Sorry.
You said Barris.
Barris.
Oh, sorry. Yes. But still. A pardon.
At the start of battle. So only the first.
Got it. Right. So that's kind of useless.
Yeah. Maybe my leadership on Yoda, his Zeta leadership.
Yeah. Well, finally, that would make some people happy that had that did that. Because he's was kind of useless right away with that. I could see that getting there.
Yeah.
And fitting with Adi Mundi.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, on to rank and file segment. Just quickly here, the General Skywalker update, taken over from my boy IG88, who's down to 5%, but he's up to 10%. Same with Padme. Darth Revan's still at 66. So working up a little bit, certainly not very fast. I think in the next month or two, we should see significantly more of those. And by February, up into the thousands of that. Right now, it's like 750 or something along those lines. And I did want to check out the fleets too. Before Malevolence, we got one person currently ranked number 1 with Malevolence. Good work, person. Negotiators at 65%, home ones at 33%. So cool. Should be good. And last but not least, let's head to Uncle Owen's Moisture Farm, talk about who and what we're currently farming in-game, because everyone knows work comes before going to Tashi Station to pick up some power converters. Sarah, what you working on?
I
never do, which is the best part. It's so wordy, but I'm never changing it.
I know. What am I working on? Arc Trooper.
Yes,
obviously.
Excellent. Are you going to do the 3 refreshes, or don't have enough crystals? Just 1. What's the plan? Or do the 200 refreshes?
I think I'm going to start with the 3 100 refreshes. And
excellent. I think that's wise.
I don't know because also like I need Shakti for his mission, and who else? So cool. Yeah, no, none of them are near the power requirements. So do I really need to rush on farming him? If I'm not going to be able to do it anyway.
A great point. But I think yes, because you're going to need him eventually, and then it's going to be one of those things like, oh, I wish I had done that earlier.
But my point is, do I need to really refresh 3 times a day if if
It's worth
I
it. Get it over
you
with.
know what I mean?
I do. I don't disagree.
Okay, so him, I am farming the hyena bomber,
Mhm.
whatever one's on IG.
Wait, how do you do that?
How do I do that?
Yeah, it's not available yet.
Oh, no, not hyena.
Vulture droid.
Vulture
Sorry,
droid.
yes.
Whichever
Yes.
one it is.
Nope, I'm with you now.
One of those ships.
Vulture droid.
Him and Rose. Holdo is done.
Good work.
Thank you.
How about
Anakin-
Rose? Is she close?
She's close. She's almost 6-star now, or she hit 6-star. I didn't promote her because you know my rule. I will
Don't promote
say, though,
Rose. That's the rule.
yeah, I will say, since they did the last title update where they changed the in-game like character screen and made everything like all that empty space that's totally useless now. There is no shard count on
Useless.
the right. It's
Yes.
it's awful. I hate it. I can't tell how many shards I have, and it'll just be red for it wants me to promote
Yep.
her. No, I don't want to. I want no money.
I now have to promote them for said reason.
Oh, the drives me mental. Anyway, finished Anakin ship, and Shaq T needs one more shard.
Marvelous.
And
She's
that's it.
fun.
That's it. And then I've been farming a lot of gear, and I'm trying to figure out if I should be farming Chirotechs or just buying them.
Buy is what I do. Those are the one things I buy.
I haven't
I'd have so
had-
many crystals if it
farming
wasn't
them.
for Chirotechs.
I've been farming
You
them
ha-
a lot.
I didn't have any luck farming them, so I was kind of like, screw it.
Yeah, it's terrible, but it's better than using crystals.
I don't know what to do.
I can still get 50 for maybe 1,000 crystals or less, whereas it would have been 1,400 crystals to buy it.
Yeah, I can
Right.
see it being slightly. Well, yes,
Slightly
I bet
more.
it is, but that's all. It also takes an extra however much time.
Yeah.
So, yep, that's a good point.
Okay.
Gotta balance those out. Any new Gear 13s?
Did I have HK at Gear 13 last time I was on?
I don't think
think
so.
so.
It's been a month.
HK, and he's relic. Great. Yeah. I think he's the last. And then I'm trying to decide if I want to do R2. I think I do.
Sergi, does she? Do I?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
I think
But I'm
Padme with R2 is the best counter I have found.
I need a counter that's not him.
And worst case scenario, you can use them in a new JTR
Not
BB-8 team.
Darth Revan, I mean.
Yeah, there you go. He works well with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Sergi, what have you been working on?
I have been working on my clones because by my calculations, I don't know how much currency I'm going to get from the new light side TB, but if it were 2 dark side TB in our usual rate of get 2 or get 1, my Skywalker should be ready at the end of December.
Oh, that's earlier than anticipated, right?
It is, yeah. The weekly TW and TB or TW and Sith Raid get 1 has really upped.
Mm-hmm.
Really upped. So he should be ready by the end of December. So a good New Year present. Hopefully his event doesn't come back then, so that everybody else can have him too.
Yes. Yeah. I really don't think they're going to.
But
soon.
there is a very, very big empty spot on the December calendar.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That would make a lot of whales upset.
Yeah.
But so was just having them at 5 stars to start with. So I don't know. They're just like, but because people that are going to would unlock it this time and get it to 7 stars before people that spent money on it on the first time and hadn't had to get one hoarded.
Mm-hmm.
That would irritate me if that was me.
Yes, it will irritate me. So I've got my old doc.
I think that's more of a yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying. I think that gap is more episode 9 related than.
I think so too. I think
Skywalker
it's gonna be episode 9 stuff. I think
That'd be cool.
Hux,
I'm ready for it.
because it's right before the movie comes out.
I love First Order stuff.
I think it'll be cool.
So I got old Daka to Gear 13, Relic 3.
Nice.
I got
Helping with the Sith
yeah,
solos in the end.
yeah, it helps more. Like this last one, I had so many stacks of the Bonds of Weakness. The only person you can tell, since they're all at 1% by the end of it, is Asajj, because she's gaining her health back as much as she is.
Right.
So
Because she's hitting for 400,000 or whatever.
So she'll actually have enough health to where you can see the damage from the Bonds of Weakness. She was taking, I think, 70,000 from a single turn of Bond.
Every turn that everyone else.
I think it was 200 Bonds of Weakness or something stacked up.
Yikes.
So I took her to Gear 13. Nest to Gear 13 is new, I think.
Yep. Hadn't heard that one.
I'm not sure I should have done that. I got beaten Grand Arena by somebody whose Nest I underestimated, and it's happened a couple times. So
I think it's a great one to have. Maybe not world changing, but really just makes it another thing that's harder in Grand Arena to like, well, you can't under this one.
Yes. Her damage really wrecks counters when she's up at Gear 13. Then I got Rex to Gear 13 once Lightside TB was character requirement announced. Because
Yep. Need the power.
Even with 4 gold or 6 dot mods and the Zeta, until I took him to Gear 13 and I think maybe Relic 1, he was not at the required power level.
Yep.
I still got to take him up to 2 to be required power level for the Phase 4 mission with Skywalker. So he's not even done yet for the TB.
And he doesn't really need to go a ton higher thereafter. Like his health and stuff isn't nearly as important as other people's, or you're not using him for attack power. You need him for speed, turn meter, and his blast away thing.
So my next farm is Echo to get him up, because 5's is already up at Gear R4. So once Echo's up there, he and Arc Trooper will be the only ones left needed to get to 22k, so that I can get a Adi Mundi shard. Oh, and Jolie.
Single one.
I got a lot of Gear 13s. Spent a lot of crystals.
You did? Yeah, those are good.
Jolie, really helpful at R3. Much better at surviving versus General Grievous team.
Yep, I did mine to Relic 4 as well. This time, I think I mentioned 6 months ago, I had left Jolie. Hey, gosh, maybe that was like a year ago now.
Yeah.
And he was one of my favorites, even though I really know everyone else.
Did.
Yeah. So I didn't have him, so I got him. And Grandmaster Yoda to Gear 13 and Relic 4. So those were what I was working on basically the whole last 2 times. I did finish Rose. Really excited about that. Shuttle's almost done, but working on Vulture, Arc Droid, and now Vulture Droid and Arc, not the Arc Droid. This year, and those are my only new 13. So now it's back to Horde and see what Lightside TB and First Order probably is going to need a ton of stuff. We'll find out. Should be good. Sergi, any other comments from the live streamers before we hit the road?
Fade was asking...
After an epically long episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fade was asking, should he Gear 13 Echo or Padme?
Echo, depending on where your Skywalker's at.
Still needs 25 shards for Skywalker. And his 5.
Oh, that's close though.
The other 501st.
And then he'll be at 7. Ah, man, I'd go with Echo. He makes a big difference in that team. You're gonna need him in the other one. You're gonna need Padme too.
Yeah.
Well, this is a why not both scenario. But I would lean towards the Skywalker or Echo because Skywalker is just so ridiculous.
True.
I wouldn't know.
But I have no. If someone said Padme first because you're still waiting on those other 25, and by the time you get that done, then you'll probably have the next one built up. That totally makes sense to me too.
Yeah, my vote would be Padme, because Skywalker is epic even without a Gear 13 Echo. It helps.
That's true. That's true. Yep.
But if you want to have a counter to Skywalker using Padme's team, you want Padme at Gear 13.
Yep. Sarah, what would you do?
I would do Padme only because my Padme team is much better developed than my clones.
Yep. Work on that first, as always in this game.
Yeah.
Focus on one thing and
Exactly.
spread out from there. Excellent. Good question. Anything else, Mr. Georges?
Oh, you, Faye. I forgot what I was going to say something about farming. Oh, that's right. Arc Trooper needs 3 full Erodium, the things you were just saying you didn't like.
What a
Shadok
jerk.
Comlinks.
Those are so dumb.
So
I have to actually. So they're probably not. They probably have a slightly higher drop rate than say Chirotechs, but it also feels like a waste that you farm those instead of
finishers.
Yes, instead of
Chirotech?
finishers. So that's why they're so bad. So maybe I'll just farm them for a little bit because the rest of I didn't actually see those. I did see you didn't need a ton of Chirotech, so I was happy about that. But I definitely don't have 150 of those.
I think 4 stun guns.
That's good to know, though. I'm going to have to farm those. Thanks. That'll by the time I get him in a month, I'll have 150 of those.
Yeah, you're welcome.
There you go.
What good info. End on that, right? All right. Any other comments? Well wishes. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Real Thanksgiving.
Hey.
And
Happy Thursday to everybody else.
yeah, there you go. That's everyone else get your fill and hopefully you enjoyed our 2.5 hours that we chatted here. I got a lot of good stuff in there. This was a good week filled with things. That'll do it. Until next time, Chewie, we're home. Thanks, everyone. And thanks for watching at home.